Greetings YouTube, Danester83 back, getting kind of regular with these videos now, once a month. So I've been kind of on it with the pickups as well, so it's going to be a pickups video. I know some of you find pickups videos boring. That's you, Mark, burnt out culture. Well, tough shit. I have got a few toys, but it is gaming as well, and some records. I'm just going to show you everything I get from the car boots from now on, more or less. Might be some Warhammer as well, if I can be asked to get up. But starting off, congratulations, Scott Sega Zombie. He won November's YouTuber of the month. But then he went and been a right fucker, and he's picked 5 YouTubers who I've had some sort of interaction with over all my years of being involved with selling at events, going to events as a social, and obviously YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, whatever. So I'll just reel them all off. I won't tell you who I've voted for, but if you obviously go to you, oh man. Do You Nerd, that's the name of the channel that run it. It's they're Americans, I think, or Canadians. Probably just offended them both ways there. I'll put a link in my video below in case there's anyone who doesn't know about YouTuber of the month and you're watching my video, but I can't believe that. To all their channels, so you can go and check them out, and so you can go vote. So first off's Paul, Mr. Bads. Excellent channel, massive knowledge, and when we went to Blackpool, I forgot to remember, he's so good on the old school arcade machines. Not because he's old, but he's just quite good like on the older arcade games. So yeah, Paul Mr. Bads Gaming collects special editions, but I know his Spectrum collection is quite epic at the moment. He's just put a Hit Squad video up, which I'm going to be checking out. So that's Paul Mr. Bads. Next guy is Eddie, RollerXcore with the silent X in the middle. I don't even know what that X is about. Is it like CM Punk with like the Pure Living or something like that? I don't know, I'm just fucking guessing. Eddie's a great guy again. Got to know him a bit over the last year, being in WhatsApp groups, attending Blackpool. We had a fair few beers. Well, he did, I propped him up. So we've got Eddie. Eddie's got a massive collection as well. He seems to focus more on the newer stuff. Like, I know he's got a massive PS2 collection. And I think he buys Xbox 360, but he has got some of the more retro stuff as well. So that's Eddie, RollerXcore with the silent X. Next up is David, Retro Games Played Badly. I believe he's changed that name because it used to be Dave. His last name that began with B, which I can't fucking remember. Retro Games Played Badly. He's very active in the community, always commenting, always watching. I try and watch his as well. He's been doing like some fucking party political broadcast stuff. So, you know, he's proper bigging it up. He's going for the W here. So go and check out his channel. He's as well done a pickups video either yesterday or today. I need to catch up with the tubes. But he's up for nomination. So that's 3 of the 3 who I've had interaction with, get to know. Again, another big Spectrum collector. I believe he's on the Hit Squads. Everyone seems to be collecting Hit Squads at the moment. Now, I always used to like them back in the day. And then, obviously, when I got a bit more clued up, everyone was saying, oh, no, they're the shit budget releases. But I think they look fucking better than the original releases. And then, probably a collector's thing in it, like, you know, nice and uniform to collect and numbers and shit like that. So, that's good. I swear too much in these videos. I don't care. I never used to swear in my videos originally. Now I'm more relaxed with myself and my channel. I swear a bit. Next up is HolsterTV. Holly, he's brilliant. Again, I saw her at Arcade Club, saw her at many events. Always wandering around with a GoPro strapped on, videoing footage and stuff like that. You can always hear my stupid, thick West Midlands, well, black country accent. I'm not a Brummie. Don't ever call me a Brummie. Black country accent talking in the background, probably ruining her footage. But again, Hol's so easy to get on with, man, and her collection's pretty epic. So again, go and check out everyone's channel who I'm mentioning and vote for them. So that's Holly, HolsterTV. And last one's Steve, SiniSteve. He's last because he's a Villa fan and I'm a West Brom fan, so that's why you're last. And plus because you was involved in First Blood, beating up fucking Rambo, and I ain't having none of that. But SiniSteve, again, another vast amount of knowledge. Big on his Amiga, big on his arcades. Again, I've spoke to Steve in WhatsApp groups, at Revival, at Arcade Club. I sorted out some deals with Steve in the past. What I will say is I've only got back into watching YouTube of the month since Retro Bear got nominated and won it. And then he nominated a fair few British channels. Obviously, Scott Sega Zombie winning. And I really think Scott has picked 5 really big people in the community here. I mean, I never really followed YouTube of the month, but this month has been a stinker for me to to nominate someone really, because they're all 5 brilliant people in this gaming community that we got here in the UK, and especially YouTube community as well. But not just YouTube, all of them attend some sort of event. They're very active on social media, either on the Facebook buy and sell groups that's going, or on Instagram, and or on obviously YouTube, commenting in people's videos. So yes, that's just a roundup of YouTuber of the month. As I say, links will be in my description below. Go over, check everyone's channel, watch a few videos if you've never seen them before, and just vote for who you like, and may the odds forever be in your favour, as they say in the Hunger Games. So that's that. That's swiftly moving on. I've got a load of pickups because I've been buying stuff from everywhere. First off, I've had my birthday since my last video. Now, I don't know if it's age or what, but I can't actually... I had a pair of trainers, and I'm not going to fetch them. They're just a pair of grey Puma cells. They're really nice. Missus got me them. She got me this sign, which I asked for, because the local shopping centre was doing signs. And I just thought it was something cool and different to have in my room, because obviously I've got my little light now. And just with my YouTube now, I mean, it's not even my username to play on PS4. Well, it is on my second account. So maybe I should fix that up. So yeah, I got that. I got this Game Boy tea mug. I've got a ton of like cups and mugs and stuff, retro gaming, and I don't ever actually do a brewing them. I just like them. I think I need to start doing that really. So I'm just looking around the games room, checking to see if there's anything else. Oh, I've got some beer. The beer fridge is topped up. You can just see that in the corner here. There's a fair few bevs in there. They'll be drunk over Christmas because I've been flat out with work, not been able to drink them. So I tell a lie. This will move me smoothly on to my first pickup here. A few weeks back, me and my best mates, who I've been best mates with since we were like nippers, like both our dads are plasterers. We went to primary school together, secondary school together, and we've just been best mates forever. You know, there was a period where we didn't see each other, but now we do. And we go and see this group on at the local... It's probably what I'd call an over 30s club now. Like back in the day, we used to shun upon it, but now we go when they're on, and it's good, man. It's 90s dance music, have a bit of a laugh. Well, I went and I had a right bender. I didn't get in till 3:30 in the morning, which anyone knows who goes to the gaming events, that's pretty standard for me. But what I hadn't allowed for is I was selling at a small local event the next day. Now, I did all right. It was quiet, and oh God, I was glad it was quiet, because I was falling asleep. I was just hanging bad, and luckily I know everyone who sells there. Like you've got a couple of the local gaming shops actually, which I found shutting down, and just people I know from the booters, like who the guy I got this off called Al Rudge. He buys and sells old toys, so like, you know, I pick his brain, and he's been picking my brain for gaming because he actually does reselling full time now. And I traded him a Toxic Crusader figure like that, and he goes, because I didn't want to trade money with him, I'd rather trade an item, and he just said, is there anything you want? And I saw this and I went, yeah, I want Ed the Duck. Everyone remember Ed the Duck, Gordon and Gopher and all that shit? I'm going to see if I can get my fucking stubby hands in it. So yeah, if you all remember in a previous video, I had Mallet's mallet. I think that's in my loft somewhere, so I might get that back out and have him in the room. So some 80s, 90s nostalgia here with old Ed the Duck. So he can fuck off now. But Al also mentioned to me, he goes, you sold at the NEC Toy Fair. I went, yeah, I did. How do you know? He goes, you featured on a channel. And I've actually looked this channel up, and it's a guy who goes to the booters that I go to locally, and I've got in touch via Instagram with that. He's called Retro Reselling 82. So he must be a year older than me for a start. But he collects He-Man figures, and he bought a load of He-Man figures off me, and it's good to go on his Instagram and see the stuff he bought off me displayed in his thing. So obviously, but he obviously buys and sells as a living as well. So he buys gaming stuff to fund his toy stuff, and I buy toy stuff to help fund my gaming stuff. So it's horses for courses really. So I'll put his channel in the link below as well, because it might be a bit of knowledge. I like to help people with knowledge, especially if some of us are reselling on eBay and stuff like that. He might pick something up that you have that you're not sure on the value of, and you know what he sold it for, because he's quite informative. I've noticed he does like a monthly update on what he's sold and what he bought it for and stuff like that. So that's Retro Reselling 82. So go and check him out. What should we move on to next? I'm looking down. Let's go on to what I picked up first. I hadn't bought nothing off Spock for ages, but Liam was driving somewhere and normally Liam gets stuff while I'm flipping driving somewhere, so I was quite glad I got these items. The first two, now I don't know what to do with them. I don't know whether to sell them, don't know whether to keep them, because I have kind of fell in love with them a bit. They're toys, so if you're not interested in toys, close your fucking ears. And they're the new, this year's remake of the original He-Man figures. Well, obviously this is She-Ra, Hordak from She-Ra. But if you look, they've made them so they're much more like the cartoon. So if you could compare this to the original Hordak figure, this is much more true to the cartoon drawing of it. So I've got Hordak, who is my favourite. He's one of my favourites, to be fair. My best mate always, when I'm drunk, tries to ask me He-Man questions. His favourite one is, what is the name of Hordak's base? Answer in the comments below, because I already know. So if you want to play the game that my mate always asks me, what is the name of Hordak's base? Like He-Man's got Castle Grayskull, Skeletor's got Snake Mountain, Hordak has got... There you go, answer in the comments. And the next one, he's probably... I didn't actually like him in the cartoon or the original thing, but looking at this figure, he's probably one of the cool ones, and it's Trapjaw. I'm trying to get the glare off. Yeah, Trapjaw. So yeah, these are the new. I think this is the 2019. I think 2018 was the first line, and they've added a few more in 2019. The only place I've seen these are eBay and at the toy fair, and they go for 25 quid each. I paid, did I pay 25? I think I paid 30 for the pair, with the idea of I could probably resell them and make 20 quid, but now they're in my possession, it's deadly, because I might want to keep them. So yeah, so that was the first thing I got. And then, while we were driving around, someone was selling a Super Nintendo, which I don't need a Super Nintendo, but we got a couple of games that I needed, and it was a good price. I paid 40 quid for the bundle. So I'll be reselling this on. I might even, to be fair, it's in pretty clean condition. Like, there's no yellowing or nothing. Like, because I've got a couple in my stock, the shed stock, which I can't show you all at the moment because all my toy stuff's at the front of it for the NEC that I'm doing on the 27th. Toy Fair, if you're bored over Christmas, NEC Toy Fair, 27th of December. So yeah, you know, I've got a couple of really yellowed ones, and this one's in nice condition, not yellowed. 40 quid. Came with... I'm so unprofessional at this, by the way. 2 controllers, one of which I'll bundle with the others. Now I've got to get to the games that I decided to stack other games on. So, first off, unfortunately, Killer Instinct, but they've printed their own label off because it's obviously come off. So I'm going to see if I can get a repro label to put on an official game. I know it's not great, but it's better than that shit, innit? Let's be honest. Street Fighter 2 Turbo, which I don't need. NBA Jam Tournament Edition. Now this is the games. See, I saw Lewis the weekend. I'll get onto that. And I said to him, some games CX haven't got listed, and they've not got NBA Jam Tournament Edition listed. They've got official NBA Jam, not Tournament Edition. So I don't actually know what that's worth, but I know I need it. Bomberman 2. I definitely don't. It's really dark because I've got my actual camera underneath my cover, so it's a little bit dark. I do apologise. Bomberman 2. Super Mario Kart, which I don't need, so all these will be either traded in or sold on. Probably sold on because SNES stuff does go. And the other one I needed was Battletoads, which I actually was going to order from CEX. I've got about 350 quid in credit, so I was going to order that from CEX, but I don't need to now. 40 quid. Good price. When I turned up to collect it, I knocked on the door. I had to go to, where did I have to go to? It wasn't Sparkbrook, it was Birmingham anyway. And I knocked on the door, and this lovely little Indian lady opened in a sari and everything, and she was going, oh, do you collect all this sort of stuff? And I'm like, yeah, I'll collect all. I got loads. She goes, oh, I remember playing Bomberman on it. And it was just great, like, you know, she obviously, it was hers, and her brother had told her, like, look, when clearing the loft out, when sorting stuff out, you gotta sell it. And I just said, no, I love playing all this. So, like, it was just great that, like, she obviously really enjoyed playing this back in the day. And she said you must be about my age then, and I think we were probably about the same age, whereas I've not grown out of collecting stuff, and she clearly has. But no, that was a great little pickup. And you know, when you pick up off Spock, it's nice to not turn up to some like dodgy geezer's house, to be fair, because I've had some horror stories in my previous videos. So the last 2 I've turned up on Spock, I think it's getting safer out there, to be fair. I turned up, I picked all them lot up. So That was my 2 pickups off Spock. Then last Sunday it will be, I'm going to get this video up before this Sunday. It was the last but one car boot, indoor car boot. And I went over there on my own because Liam, why couldn't Liam was fishing. He was fishing, yeah, so he said, you got to go on your own. I went, okay. So I was on my own. I didn't pick a lot up, but what I picked up was good quality, if that makes sense. So, what did I buy first? I bought these first. No, I didn't. I bought these first. First off, just £2 each. He got a box full of like fake Game Boy games. I always buy the multi-carts because they go quite well. Got all the fake Pokemons as well. Oh, bollocks. Got the fake Pokemon as well. I probably should have bought them all, done him an offer on the lot and just sold them as fake, you know what I mean? I could have still made a few quid on them. So I'll pick those up. I paid £10 for this and a PS2 Slim power supply, so that's not too bad. This is official, this is off a different geezer who sells just gaming stuff, so you know, £10 for that and a power supply, which is probably 2-3 quid. It's not too bad. This is the only Pokemon game I ever played and completed, by the way. That was back way long ago. That was, I was still at school. I remember who I lent it off and everything, but yeah, completed that. The next one, Lewis had told me there was someone selling a load of Atari games and he didn't really know about it, and I'm not super clued up on Atari. Some games you wanted just £1 each, which I got. Salamander, who anyone who knows me knows I love Salamander. This is actually Commodore 64. Again, Hit Squad, they're quite popular at the moment, so I should move these on. And Operation Wolf. That was £1 each them. And then this one, it's an Atari ST Ocean title, so I don't know if Paul, Mr. Bads, can fill me in, but if you look closely, it was released for comic relief, because it's got statements by Lenny Henry and Mr. Bean on the box. It's all complete. I have kind of looked it up. It looks like it seems to go for about 15 quid. It's called Sleepwalker. It's got the manual, 3 discs and some card thing in the back, some warranty card, so it's pretty much complete. That one was 3 quid, so you know, that bundle 5 quid. So I was doing all right, picking up a few bits. Then I picked up these are just for myself. I'd actually saw one of these records for sale for 20 quid on its own on a store, and I'm like, I'm not paying 20 fucking quid for a record, I don't care. But they're Queen records, so there's Queen Live Killers. These are all for me. My brother was a big Queen fan growing up, so he kind of got me into it. I was a Queen fan before being a Queen fan was cool, and it wasn't cool being a Queen fan at school in the 90s. So you got Queen 2, the second album. A Day at the Races, which I've actually already got, but I think this might be in better condition than mine, so I might swap mine out and sell mine. Obviously Queen, the self-titled first album, with 7 Seas of Ryan, which is one of my favourite songs. And this is the one that I saw that was 20 quid on its own, and that's News of the World, which is an iconic cover if any of you remember, in the fold out. But that was 20 quid on its own on another store. I paid £25 an album for them, so they're all originals. They're none of the remastered stuff, so that's pretty good. Let's say that's something for me. You're probably not fucking interested, really. Then I picked up this, which is Warhammer, which I've got a ton of, but don't really know a lot about. Liam tells me it's worth money, and he's helping me sort through it. First, I was going to buy just this lot, which are Space Marines, as Liam told me. But then I found the case on the floor, and he wanted 25 quid for the lot. So I bought it. There's some, oh, what did Liam say? These are Lord of the Rings, these ones. So they'll be worth, they're some of the older Lord of the Rings. And God, I can't remember what he said these other ones was. I got some little metal ones that look like Terminators. He did tell me. I digress. These ones here. Well, there. So yeah. So what I'll do with these, because obviously some of them need putting back together because there's spare spools and that, and some of them need gluing back together, arms putting back on and stuff like that. What I'll do is I strip the paint off them and I bundle them up into armies, which is apparently the best way to sell them. I am on a few groups. But 25 quid, I'll get 15 for the case alone, so you know, there's plenty of profit in Warhammer if you see it. especially the games. I did get given a copy of Warhammer Quest. Someone would get it me, they were going to throw it away. That sells for 120 quid. So Warhammer, if you see it at the boot, there's no gaming stuff to buy and you want to make some money, have a go at Warhammer. Games Workshop, obviously. Then the last thing I bought, let's get this sorted. Sorry I keep disappearing off camera. Watch me firewall, I'm not. It was displayed like this, and it was on a stall full of cuddly toys, so I hadn't took no notice of it all down. I just glanced and saw the box. So it's a 3DS, metallic red one, boxed. And there was this case, and the woman said, oh, it comes with all the games, 35 quid. I was thinking, and I couldn't get this. I was messing about with this case and I could not get it open. And then she reached in the boot and said, all these games as well. And she reached in and there was loads of box games. And I only saw a couple and I thought, you know what, for 35 quid, this is going to be a steal. This is all CX. I'm not collecting 3DS, 2DS or any DS really. So this is all going straight to CX. It's about 150 quid once I get some cases for the loose games I'll show you in a minute. So there's Mario vs Donkey Kong, Mario Kart 7, Zelda: A Link Between Worlds, Super Mario 3D Land. This Crash Bandicoot one shocked me. That's about 7 quid trading though, so if you can get that for a quid or two at the booter, it's worth it. Rayman 3D, Super Mario Brothers 2, New Super Mario Brothers 2, sorry. Yoshi's New Island, which is surprisingly one that's not worth a lot. Chronicles of Mystery, never heard of it. And the final one is Zelda Ocarina of Time 3D. So I paid 35 quid with that. Obviously, the box 3DS and this pissing case that I couldn't get open. So anyway, I went outside and I thought, I've got to see what's in there. And I just went like that and I thought, oh, it's just a case. And then that dropped down. And I thought, jackpot, because there's 4 Pokemon games there. Those 2 are American. So I'm probably going to struggle trading them in. I might have to sell them. But these are UK and I've already ordered the case for one. So in total, once I trade all these Pokemon games in and sell them in, from my 35 quid, I'm looking to get about 150. And that's not a small amount of money to make profit on something for just having a walk around a boot sale at silly o'clock in the morning. So that was that. I saw Lewis Wish Wash. We had a bit of a walk around together, but to be fair, we split off our own ways because he went to do some deals on Blu-rays, obviously for CX credit, and he'd obviously not seen this. It was just on the floor with cuddly toys. It was quite easy to walk past, so that was that. The only other things I've got now, if you're still here and you're not fell asleep, is some imported games which I've bought off eBay. These ones were from UK sellers. We've got a PC Engine game here, which I believe is Die Hard, and Hellfire, which I have the PAL version, but I don't think I paid a lot for this. Got manual, fairly decent condition. Obviously for my Asian Mega Drive, so that's another one to go in my collection, just slightly up there. It's not massive. And the next stuff, I'm still waiting for one parcel from them, but this is I have been importing from Japan, and this is about my 5th parcel because the 2 come together and I'm doing another one. But I got bloody caught with import tax, you know. And it was only on the one box. So the one box they sent just 2 bundles in, which was 2 bundles of 5 Famicom games, which come to 13 quid. So I didn't get done on that. Then the others, they bundled 5 items together, but it come to 35 quid. So I had to pay $14.83 import tax on that £35 something thing. So in total, let's do the maths, about 63 quid this lot has cost me. What I do is I buy the bundle of Famicom carts, take out what I want to keep for my own collection, and then sell the rest. And then I'll try and win a few of the penny auctions to bundle up so I sell. So this is one of them. It's Honeybee Famicom controller. In fact, I might keep that because I think that plugs in the front port and it'll be much better to play with than the traditional one. So I might keep that, but that was pence, you know what I mean? So that's just to stock up my buy. I bought this purely to resell and again to stock up my order. So, you know, I'm going to cover myself when I sell on the games that I don't want. and obviously this Game Boy Pocket. So I'll start with the box game first. It looks like it's King Kong 2. I looked on the back. I don't know, it looks like you go around smashing stuff up. I'm just hoping it's not too text heavy. And now I'm just going to reel off a load of Famicom cards, so if this ain't your thing, you might as well get to the end of the video. So what we got? Star Force. I think I've got that. See, sometimes they're just in bundles of 5 and I'll pay like about £5 for them. And I'll just take the one I want and then sell on the rest. Terra Presta or something like that. If I'm getting these wrong, I don't care. Sorry. Excite Bike. Twin B. I think there's 2 copies on there because I think that's quite an easy seller. The Adventures of Fuck Knows Who. Chesterfield. Now I bought this thinking, looking at the cover, that looks like it could be like sort of Castlevania thing, but no, my luck, it's probably going to be some fucking text heavy RPG thing. 2 copies of Gallagher, which I need, so one's mine, one's to resell. Ghouls and Ghosts, 2 copies, which I've already got, but they'll be easy sellers, you know what I mean? Again, Super Mario Bros, that'll be another easy resell. Mickey Mouse, I'll have a look. If it's a platform, I'll keep it. It's actually got Alice in Wonderland in there as well, so I don't fucking know. Might be a good game, and I'm taking the piss. Sky Kid, please, if you know any of the PAL versions of these. Pac-Man. Superman. Fuck me, there's a theme here. Bomberman. Highway Star. Driving game. 1942, which I bought in the last one. I know Al sells that for a tenner, so you know I'm gonna chip away, get my money back. Star Wars, lovely shiny card. I do love some of these family cards. Again, another copy of Twin B, which again I'll sell that on. And Dragon Ninja, which I'm hoping is Bad Dudes versus Bad Dragon Ninja. But I imagine if it's like the fucking NES version, it's shit. But I love this game back in the day. I used to play it on the Amstrad. But Bad Dudes versus Dragon Ninjas. It's got to be, man. I'm hoping it is. I'll be devastated if it's not. So, I imported all that. All that lot cost me 63 quid with that flipping import tax, the bastards. And I've got another couple of games coming, but they're for my own personal collection. So they'll probably be in a video either over Christmas or after Christmas. Outro on. Because I'm tight on time because I've not got my decorations up and it's the 12th day of Christmas day. So I'm going up loft. Been up mum and dad's loft, got theirs down. So that's it. I just wanted to get this video out there. It's obviously beneficial of those up for YouTuber of the month, and just to say Merry Christmas to everyone, and I hope you all have a really good Christmas. I hope you all get all the gaming shit you want. I hope you all have a fair few bevies, and I hope you're all up for another year next year of events, YouTubing, and just enjoying ourselves. Merry Christmas. I'm Danester83. See you on the next one.